All right, Shalom. I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rukar HaKadash, and the double honors to the apostle elders, which are the apostle elders that rule the great millstone, the oath for the elect on four corners of the planet Earth that's coming in this truth, and pushing this truth with sincerity, honesty, and faith. But also the confusion of faces that's coming in, that's coming back to understanding who they are. All right. This is you can tell by the title of the video. It says emotions have no place in this truth, man. All right, brothers have been going in. I'm sure some of these precepts are gonna run into each other, but hey, man, like I just you look into the subject, yeah, because like the apostles say, we've been westernized, man. And me coming from a different life, how you say, I grew up a different way than the so-called West, but even coming over here and adjusting to the ways over here, it's still you can still see the the variance in it, man. It's really a mindset of what's been put on the planet Earth. The way things are running right now is not how they used to be. Okay, it's set up for to turn people into consumers, to turn people into brainless people that everything is spoon fed to them, because that's what the world is been engineered to go like, man. All right. But what's happening right now, we've been put back into our rightful place and our rightful thoughts, man. How to think, how to act. That's why the world is going to go through a dramatic change, man. All right. A dramatic change. All right. That's why we give double honors to our apostle elders, which has been pushing this truth and through the power of Yahweh Shemiah Shai. So this lesson, I'm just going to go into some precepts. Let me share the screen real quick. I'm just gonna go into some precepts and show that this truth has no place for emotions, man. Especially the mindset that men are in these days. All right, men aren't in the right mindset. They're in a mindset of being emotional, taking things by face value. To be a judge, let's look at the example with Solomon. The wisdom that Solomon used, he didn't just go off face value. We always look at the example of the two harlots, the two women that one said that one killed her child by smothering the child in the sleep, and the other one and took the other one's baby. All right, Solomon didn't get emotional about it. He used wisdom to decipher to decipher the situation. All right, he didn't take emotional scene. He played on the right emotions. He used wisdom to combat and bring out emotion. That's what we have to use. We have to use wisdom to combat emotions, man. Okay, and use clear thought. That's what these scriptures is, and that's what brings us back to what the guideline is, man. Okay, because we're all being tutored into being kings. Our Abaratazar would be a part of that number. We're being tutored to be the next rulers on the planet Earth. We're going to be judges, kings, priests. All right, so we have to be able to think the way that kings, priests, and judges think. Okay, that's why these guys are saying, "Oh, you guys are rapists. You're this, you're that." Oh, this. They're using emotions. That's an emotional statement. If you use knowledge and wisdom, you would see that we ain't out here raping nobody. We're just telling you how the scriptures are broken down, where the law is at. You don't go to a so-called lawyer and be like, the lawyer's just he's an expert at the law, man. All right. So let's jump into the first scripture. This is the book of Romans 12 and 2. This is Romans 12 and 2, and it says, it's Romans 12 and 2, and it says, and be not conformed to this world. All right. And if you look at that word conformed, you can't adjust yourself to this world. It says, be not conformed to this world. It is, let's play it.
Strong's G 4964. Sushematizo. Sushematizo.
See that? I'm just pulling up the comment board. All right, and it says the word there means to conform oneself, i.e., one's mind and character, to another pattern, fashion oneself according to it. See? So you can't have your mind change into the mindset of this world. You got to change and go back to the ways that was thinking. Seek the ways of the fathers, the past, man. And that's what we're doing now by going into this truth. We're not going after the ways of the world. We're going after the old path, the old ways, which we've lost. It says, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed. All right? And transform is to change. But we're going to get the exact meaning. Transform, the word there is metamorpho. That's where you get metamorphosis from. The apostles and elders always go into this. Just to change into another form, to transform, to transfigure. All right? So that's what we're doing. We're transforming ourselves from one thing into another, from one way of thinking into another, which is the right way of thinking. All right? It says, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good, that good. Just like if you prove a horse, okay, you prove a chair, okay, you're trying it. That's this truth. We got to prove this truth by what? Searching out the scriptures and using wisdom and understanding, okay? And the word prove means to test, examine, prove, certainty, to see whether a thing is genuine or not. So you gotta try it out, man. And this truth is genuine. Like they say, the real McCoy, like they used to have to bite gold back in the days to see if it was fool's gold. Because fool's gold looks like real gold, but you gotta, until you try it and you add pressure to it, or you do a certain test that gold can pass, it won't pass. So that's the same thing with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. It's got to be proven, man. And that's proven in the spirit. All right. And you can't just put your emotions in it. Emotions have no place in this truth. Has no place, man. Only thing that has in this truth is the knowledge and understanding that's coming down from the Most High, man. And it's by measure. Not all men are going to understand this, because all men aren't on that level. Because we're looking for a government body that's being built in front of the world's face. Rulers. That's why it says, you should be rulers over 10 cities, 5 cities. Lord willing, I'll do a sit down over that. You know, but that's what we're gonna be. We're gonna be over things. The Lord willing, the men that make it, they're gonna be rulers over things in the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, and Yahweh Shah being the chief ruler of us all. And it says that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. And going into what? Going into a marriageable age. Okay. That's not coming from us. That's coming from Yahweh Shem Yahushua given to us, man. It's a stumbling block to these guys. That's why they hate it. Man, it don't matter. We ain't here to be liked, man. The prophets weren't there to be liked. If anything, the prophets were hated. That's why it says, Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets. So the prophets weren't the coolest guys on the block. They weren't walking down, everybody slapping hands like, hey, it's the prophets. No, you read, what is that, 1 Corinthians? He said he set forth the apostles last, as it was appointed to death, man. Okay, it's prophet, man. And it's not a light job, okay? But it's a job that must be done. All right, I ain't gonna make this too long. This ain't gonna be some long, drawn out thing, but the point is there, man. Emotions have no place in this truth, man. Gird, like the apostle said, gird up thy loins, man. Gird up. Galatians 5:16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. And the lust of the flesh is emotions, man. Getting emotions caught up, that's a lust of the flesh. That's you going after what your so-called flesh is trying to put forth into the spirit. It don't mix. That's why Yahushua kept saying, what? The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. It says, for the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. And that's why Jake is getting hung up over the rape, so-called rape issue. They're getting hung up over the different breakdowns that's coming out, because they're warned against the spirit. They're not allowing their spirit to shine forth. They're letting their flesh lead the way. All right, that should be another title. Let not thy flesh, what it say? Let not thy flesh lead, man. Don't let your flesh lead the way. All right. It's a beautiful scripture, man. This is 2 Corinthians 10 and verse 5. And it says, cast down imagination and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahweh. And this world has exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High, man. It's trying to put itself on some kind of level, which is not. And it says, and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of the Mashiach. And that's what we're being put into. The Most High is refining us, like if a refining fire is hot, man. So he's trying to put the dross away from us. That's the mentality of the world. It's been ruled by the devil, man. Esau is a degenerate, child abusing, animal human sacrifice eating, transgender, cross-dressing degenerate, man. He's showing you what he is. It's not us. We didn't making this man put a dress on. We're not making him touch on little boys, man. That's his own doing. Why would you would want to stay away from somebody mentality that thinks you can wear a dress and it'd be okay, or touch on a little boy and that's all right? Then you gotta change your thoughts off that, because that's who's engineered the world as you see today. And they're proud of it. You see a Bohemian Grove, what do they do there? They cross-dress and commit homosexual acts, man. Facts. That's facts. That's not no speculation. That's facts, man. Okay? Some of the high Hollywood people, what do they commit? Homosexuality. Facts. This is not hearsay. It's out there. They're dating, they're marrying, they're adopting kids. It's in front of your face, man. So Jake is wanting to take the mentality and the ways of them people and the ones that's ruling right now over the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Okay? It doesn't add up. You got to put yourself in the mentality to say, look, if this man is doing these acts, why would I follow the things that he's so-called saying, man? Okay? Let's go to the next one. This is Romans 12 and verse 9. And it says, let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil, cleave to that which is good. And I'm gonna look up that word right there. Slack if I'm not pronouncing it right. And it says, let's play it.
Strong's G 505. Anupakritos. Anupakritos.
Unframed, undisgusted, sincere. It's sincere, man. You got to come after this thing with the spirit in mind, not your emotions. With the spirit in mind. That's what you got to do. Because that's going to go through all that fleshly lust and understanding and go, and the spirit's going to shine forth. All right? It's going to shine forth. This is 1 John 4 and verse 16. I only got a couple more scriptures. I just wanted to let these come on out, man. All right. And it says, Yahushua said unto her, go, call thy, no, that's 1 John. Oh, no, let me get this. It's Colossians 2 and 8. I'm going to close on this one. This is Colossians 2 and 8 says, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophies and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after the Mashiach, man. That are put forth by men, and these other guys blind you from the real truth, which is in front of your face, man, which is coming to the forefront with power, man. You can't see the truth is gaining. That's why you got guys that are crawling out from their holes like Fopi. You left the sheep, man. You left the sheep to do who knows what, man. You know? But I just wanted to bring that out, man. Albert Routazar, this was edifying. Like it says, man, emotions have no place in this truth, man. Okay? It has no place in this truth. Gird up, man. All right? The Most High is getting ready to dirt a lot of things in this world, man. Things are getting ready to change for the better of Israel. All right? So with that, I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kar HaKodash. Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kar HaKodash. Shalom.